Hi, my name is Tim Nash. Welcome to my three-part video series to help you communicate with impact to lead your team members, direct reports, and other collaborators to peak performance. So over the course of the next 3 videos, you will learn how effective, high-impact communication can help you build trust with your collaborators for better relationships and results, inspire and motivate your collaborators to take action, and empower your collaborators to perform at their best. And by increasing the trust, motivation, and performance in your team, group, or organization, you will improve team spirit, team effectiveness, and your team results. So the focus of today's video is how to build trust with your collaborators for better relationships and better results. And by collaborators, I mean team members, direct reports, and other internal and external partners. So I'm going to show you why trust is the key to deeper connections, which is the key to to better performance and better results. And I'm going to show you how to build and increase that trust with your partners. So some of the problems and challenges and obstacles you may be facing in your team or group or even project could be poor communication and a lack of openness and sharing, leading to slow decision making, or perhaps a repetition of work. Or perhaps there are some new or old conflicts that are affecting your team's performance. And some performance issues. You feel that some team members could be performing better. There's some potential there that needs to be fulfilled. All right? So a few of the reasons to build and increase trust with your people: to get faster decisions, to improve communication, openness, and transparency, to improve the team effectiveness and collaboration. Also to resolve those conflicts, to get you back on track. And to develop your collaborators and your partners to perform to the best of their ability. So by following my 3-step formula to connect, understand, and collaborate with your people, you will improve your relationships and your results. So step 1. Connect. Get to know them personally and let them get to know you. Why is this important? Well, it humanizes you and them. It creates mutual sympathy and shared experiences, common ground between you, closes the distance between you and them. And most importantly, it builds trust. How to connect with them? Ask real questions. So instead of just, how was your holiday? Perhaps you could ask them, what impressed you most about Corsica, where you went on holiday? Take the time to listen to the answers and ask follow-up questions, either then or later. Share personal information. So perhaps you find out that they took a windsurfing course on their holiday. Tell them about the time you took a windsurfing course and your experience. Okay? Above all, take an interest in them beyond just the normal boss-direct report relationship. Okay? Step 2. Understand. By understand, I have 2 parts. 1, get to know their expectations of you, of themselves, and each other, and communicate your expectations of them and to them. And get to know their working style and preferences. Some people like to communicate with email, others only like the telephone. Okay? Why is this important? Well, for clarity. Clear roles and responsibilities. One of the key success factors for any team collaboration. Also transparency. Clarity and transparency will lead to effective collaboration, and again, you're building that trust and increasing that trust. How? Well, mentioned, communicate and exchange those expectations. Also, pay attention to those to their style and preferences. I mentioned the email. Some people, you know, have a different way of what they see as effective collaboration. Get to know that through experience, and ask them directly if you don't know. Okay? Most importantly, take the time to exchange and communicate those expectations and learn how to work effectively together. Step 3, collaborate. Work together with them like you are equal partners aiming for the same goals. Okay? Why? Well, this is important for their real inner motivation. They feel like a partner and they have the same goals as you, then they will be motivated to work with you. And that common purpose, that force that's driving you to reach that goal. Okay? And again, trust above all. How to collaborate with them? Well, ask for their help. Don't order them. Even if you happen to be the boss or the team leader, it doesn't matter. Ask them respectfully for their help, and give them the big picture if necessary. Tell them why it's important, and give them the background. Tell them the benefits of whatever it is you need them to help you with. Okay? And look for opportunities to co-create solutions together, or make joint decisions. Ask for their opinion and offer yours, even if you don't have to. This shows that you value their opinion, but also you care about what they think of your opinion. Okay? Again, treat them like equal collaborators and partners, not followers. So by taking the time and making the effort to connect and understand your partners, you can then collaborate and lead them to achieve your common goals. Okay? So what did the experts and the statistics say? Well, there was a great article in last July's Harvard Business Review called "Connect, Then Lead." And I'd like to paraphrase a quote for you. "The way to lead and to influence is to begin with warmth. It helps you connect immediately with those around you, demonstrating that you hear them, understand them, and can be trusted by them." Okay? So another article from Forbes magazine, online magazine, by Charles Green, the co-author of The Trusted Advisor, called "Why Trust is the New Core of Leadership," says that the key success factor becomes the ability to persuade someone over whom you have no power to collaborate with you in pursuit of a common mission. So in other words, leaders can no longer trust in power. Instead, they must rely on the power of trust. And if you take a look at your company's employee engagement survey results, or any of the Gallup results out there, Towers Watson, you will see that trust is a key driver for employee engagement. So I'd like to share a case with you. I was contacted early last year by a multinational pharmaceutical company based here in Europe. And there were two product development teams, one sitting here in Bavaria, Germany, and another in Japan, so 9,000 kilometers apart. And the Japanese team had commissioned the German team to develop a new product for the Japanese market. And the situation that was presented to me was poor communication and misunderstandings between the two teams, and the reasons were unclear. And this was leading to delays and slow decision-making. Okay? And after sitting down and interviewing each of the German product managers, these are the main problems that came out. Limited face-to-face interaction with no informal communication between the cross-cultural teams, different time zones, completely different languages, and big cultural differences. One example, that Germans prefer a direct communication style, Japanese a more indirect communication style. And having lived and worked in Japan for a few years in the 90s, I'm quite aware of some of the differences, as I've also lived here in Germany for the last 13 years. So the solution was to come together and to look at some of the German values that were driving the Germans' behavior and some of the Japanese values to get a better understanding of the business behavior and to look at developing strategies to minimize those differences. For example, to adapt the communication style and to amplify the similarities. And there were many. Long-term orientation was just one. The Japanese really value planning and quality and reliability, and the Germans are the same. Most importantly, we looked for opportunities, to create opportunities to connect and to collaborate with the Japanese colleagues to build that trust. So more often, picking up the phone more often than just shooting off an email. And even doing planned visits, coming to visit to learn more about the colleagues face-to-face. Okay? So the results of the intervention was an increased understanding of not only the Japanese colleagues, but of the German team and how they worked effectively together. Improved communication and collaboration and trust due to fewer misunderstandings and the positive energy that was created on both sides to move forward. And a solid foundation, in fact, for future projects. So I did some work with one of the German product managers again this year, and I asked her about the Japanese collaboration. And she told me, yeah, the project had gone well, and in fact, they had just begun a much bigger product development with the Japanese colleagues, and she told me that the work we had done together had really set the groundwork for that future collaboration. So my takeaway from this case was that sometimes you need to stop and slow down and connect with people and build trust with them before you can move fast and collaborate with them. Okay? So I'd like to invite you to watch my next video when it's available, how to motivate your collaborators to take action. And also I'd like to share with you a sample expectations exchange with some questions that you can ask your colleagues and some tips from my side on how to use it successfully. This will help you set the groundwork for a positive and trusting working relationship. So I want to say thanks for joining me on this part 1 video, and I look forward to walking you through part 2 and part 3. So until we meet again, thanks, take care. Bye-bye.